Okay, so just a small disclaimer before you guys watch this video. I mean, you can watch it if you want. You just can watch, yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is the unedited version of this video. So like, there are some effects put in, but overall it's just not edited because some things are not cut out. I might like say things throughout the video like let me cut this out, but yeah, I was going to cut those out, but the video needed to be like uploaded as soon as possible, so I couldn't like upload the edited version. The edited version is almost finished. I just need to put like a few more effects in, but it wasn't finished in time, so I had to upload the unedited version. So yeah, you can watch the video if you want. I don't care, but yeah, whatever. Enjoy the video. It was summertime on the island of Sodor, and all of the engines were busier than ever. Working hard to be really useful together onto Topham Hatt's railway. One day, Percy was at Knapford Station. He was shunting some trucks into the relief siding. While he was doing this, he saw Donald shunting some trucks. He noticed that the trucks didn't have any faces, and wondered, how can some things on this island be alive, but some things don't? Funny. Okay, now listen to. Just then, Percy noticed Edward filling up on water at the station. Edward! Edward! Okay, so... Oh! Hello, Percy! What's up? I've been wondering, how can some things on this railway be alive, and some things don't? For instance, take that truck over there. It doesn't have a face, but we have faces. I don't know. I guess it's an engine's greatest mysteries. But every mystery has an answer, right? Not everything. At that very moment, Thomas steamed into Knapford Station with Annie and Clarabelle in tow. Well, Percy, you're a smart engine, so why don't you figure it out? Why do you think I'm smart? I remember when Mr. Conductor came to the railway, you said, I wonder how Mr. Conductor travels here. Then you came up with the idea of the magic buffers. Rubbish! That was a long time ago. So you're calling yourself dumb, eh? No. Well, like I said, you're a smart engine. Percy had nothing else to say and just left the yard. That Percy, he never gets old. He never will. Next day, Thomas was at the docks when a workman walked up to him. Thomas, there's an emergency train. Percy was supposed to take it, but he's ill. Oh, of course I'll take the train, sir. Where is it? It's that train in the siding. Quickly now. Right. Soon Thomas was on the siding and was preparing to get coupled up. He buffered up to the train and was soon coupled up. Then he puffed slowly out of the docks with his train in tow. Soon Thomas was out on the main line with his goods train. He was making good time. But he reckoned without one B12. Cut this out. Action. Along the countryside, there is an old siding, and this would be the B12's hideout. But this B12 was no stranger. He worked on the railway once before, but every engine working on the railway at the time thought that he was gone. But he was back. The engines couldn't explain why, but they would soon figure out the results. Thomas was approaching this old siding, and Alfred was hiding away. Thomas was in too much of a good mood to even notice that an engine was there. And Alfred started to follow.
You know what? We're gonna put the camera down.
Soon, Thomas realized that Alfred was chasing him. "Come back, you stupid puffball!" he called. "No, stay back! Back! Stay!"
Fun, we're gonna try to sleep, just so when we wake up we're prepared.
Thomas pulled ahead.
Yeah, come on.
Well, that viaduct will get him. But Thomas was going so fast from running away from Alfred that he realized that he couldn't stop. "Help! Help!" He raced through Ellsworth Station and was gone. Thomas was now approaching the viaduct, Ellsbridge Viaduct, and he still could not stop. "Help! Help! Help!" he cried. But as he rounded the bend to see the viaduct, he saw something shocking. He saw fuel tankers. "Oh, no! It's fuel! Ah! Ah! Peep! Peep! Peep!" You can probably guess what happens. All upcoming trains were brought to a halt. It was a massive fire, and the fire brigade came as quickly as they could when they heard it was an explosion. Percy, who was an eyewitness, thought it looked devastating, especially because he had heard that Thomas was the engine who got affected. The fire had been put out, and Percy was just heading home when, "Whoa! Where did the tracks go?" cried Percy. "Whoa! Oh, where did the tracks go?" he called. "But we're still going," called Percy's driver. "How is this even possible?" "I don't know, but I see some more tracks under the bridge." Percy soon made it back on the rails, conflicted and still confused. He was wondering about how some things could be alive and some things don't. "It's not like there's some guardian on the railway, is there?" said Percy. He wondered about it all the way back to the sheds. By the time Percy got back to the sheds, it was turning dark. Percy assumed that all the other engines heard about Thomas's accident. "I take it you've all heard about Thomas," said Percy. "Indeed," said Gordon. "We all decided to come here for a meeting, and you arrived just in time," said James. "So who's going to start?" asked Percy. "Edward will," grunted Gordon. "I know that this has been a troubling day, as we all know about what happened to Thomas. But Thomas always told us to stay strong, and that's exactly what we're going to do." "But why was Thomas speeding? It's not like him." "One time he raced Bertie." "That was a long time ago," said Edward. "He's matured since then, and I wouldn't think that he would do it again." "Well, is Thomas alive?" asked Henry. "According to the men at the steamworks, yes, he is. He's just in really bad shape." "Oh, speaking of bad shape, on my way here, the tracks were basically gone. I kept rolling over them until I found some tracks." Very odd." "Wait, if Thomas is still alive, we can just ask him why he was speeding." "Yes, we could. So, go on, Percy. He's your best friend." "Okay." By the time Percy got to the steamworks, it was dark. But when he rolled onto the table, there he saw Thomas. "Thomas! Thomas! Are you okay?" "For now." "What do you mean, for now? And why were you speeding? Why did you have your accident? Why?" "Alfred chasing me. Chasing me." "Alfred was chasing you?" "Okay, I hope you feel better. I gotta report this to the others. Bye." Percy chuffed out of the steamworks in a rush. By the time Percy got back to the sheds, it was early morning. Most of the engines were half awake or fully asleep. But not Percy. "Hey, everyone, wake up! Wake up! Wake up!" But it didn't work. So, I'll blow my whistle. Wake up! Because of Percy's whistle, now all the engines were wide awake. I know why Thomas had his accident. Why? And why did you wake us up at like 6 in the morning? I just got done with the flying kipper. Don't care. This is about Thomas. Anyway, he was going fast because Alfred was chasing him. And apparently, he didn't notice the fuel cars. He couldn't stop, ran into them. Boom, explosion. One question. Why were you so calm in explaining that, Percy? 'Cause I already know it. Now, where's Alfred? I don't know. That's all Thomas knows, and that's all he said. Okay. Just then, a certain whistle alerted the engines. A whistle that most had never heard before. Who on earth is that? It's Alfred, Percy! We have to go after him. Yes, we do. Let's go. Alfred thundered through the sheds and went over the points out of sight. Soon, Alfred was rumbling away, but with Gordon and Henry chasing him. Come on, Gordon, we have to catch him. We don't know what his plan is. Did we top up on coal and water yet? No, we just got ready. We just steamed up so we can chase him. Oh, that's ridiculous. That means we're gonna run out of coal. Right about now. What perfect timing. Oh, he's getting away. Actually, I may have wanted them to be in Knapford Station as it goes up in 3, 2, 1. James and Toby realized that Gordon and Henry didn't return to the sheds, so they headed up the line to look for them. And it wasn't that hard, as they only went a few feet before running out of coal. Gordon, Henry, are you two alright? Yes, we're fine, but Alfred got away. That doesn't matter to us right now. What matters is your two health. Come on. It's only that we ran out of coal. What an amateur mistake. I don't mind. What do you mean you don't mind? Look, I didn't want to be going all around the island chasing a bad guy. You typical Henry. Is it just me? Or do I see smoke? Let's go investigate. James and Toby pushed with all their might, pushed the two mighty engines up the line. What they saw made their jaws open wide. Knapford Station is blown up! What? Knapford? But that's the first station on the main line. I hope no one was in there. It's pretty early, so I don't think anyone was in there. Not even the guard. I hope so. But what I do know is that we need to call the fire brigade. That thing looks big. It looks like it happened just recently, said Toby. Well, we can discuss that later. We need to call the fire brigade. James's driver went out and went to go look for a telephone. Gordon, Toby, James, Edward, and Henry regrouped at the shunting yards when Toby spoke up first. So, Knapford's station is blown up. Now what? What do you mean, now what? We know that Alfred is a prime suspect of it. Yes, but how is he getting access to all this fuel? Maybe he has an inside man, said Edward. So, are you saying that one of us could be working for him? Not one of us, just an engine on the railway. It has to be an engine. Well, it has to be an engine that we don't trust, because none of us would do something like that, said Toby. Maybe it's one of those diesels, said Gordon. We can barely trust any of them. Well, if you think it's one of the diesels, we can rule out Paxton and Sydney, because they're pretty nice. Indeed they are. James? Yes, Edward? Do you want to go investigate the diesel works? Okay. James worriedly set off. James checked the diesel works, but there was nothing there. Only Paxton, Sydney, and Philip were there, along with Diesel, but he was in the actual building. James was starting to get frustrated. He decided to look at Vickerstown Station itself, but he still didn't find anything, until he found an old line. I wonder where this leads, said James, and out of curiosity, he decided to head down the line. The rails were still pretty sturdy, so it could hold a big engine like James. And he puffed out of Vickerstown and away. I'm not finding anything. If I was Diesel 10 or Alfred, I would stay here. James came to a halt. There, he could clearly see the back end of Diesel 10. So, is Thomas gone? Not completely, but he's out of service. I was hidden, and I can tell you that he was in really bad shape. Good. Is Knapford blown up to an oblivion yet? Yes, I nearly got Gordon and Henry into the blast, but they ran out of coal while they were chasing me. Not a complete fail. At least Knapford is gone. Was the top him in the building? I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I had to slip away before any of the other engines saw me. Okay, so we haven't lost hope yet. Soon, the railway is ours. So Diesel 10 wants to take over the railway. So, Diesel 10 is working with Alfred, or is it the other way around? I don't know, but I should probably inform the others. Okay, cut this out. James tried to slowly back away. What's that? Is that you? No, but I hear it as well. It sounds like puffing. Maybe a puffball is spying on us. No one spies on our secret meetings. Oh no! James tried to head backwards faster. Come on, James. I know it's you. Stay back. Duh. He's at Vickerstown. I can't be spotted here. You'll get yours. Just you wait and see. But James was already out of earshot. I gotta tell the others. I gotta tell the others. Meanwhile, Toby was at Kelsthorpe Station when James started reversing towards the station. Oh, James is back already. He went to the other side of the island, and I think he should give some props. James, what did you find out? Asked Toby. 1, Diesel 10 is working with Alfred. And apparently he's a supplier. How did you come to that conclusion? Well, Diesel 10 is from the mainland, and he should know it by the back of his buffers. Reasonable. What else? Another thing is that I think I know where their headquarters is. Well, where? The old line near Vickerstown Yard. Oh, I know that place. But it can't be just there, because Vickerstown is very busy, and one day they might rip up those rails. So there has to be another place. Yes, but I don't know it. Anyway, I better get going. Wait! Before you do that, I've got a plan to trap Diesel 10. Am I in it? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, what do I have to do? First, let me explain the plan first. First, you are gonna have to get chased by Diesel 10. Wait, what? I don't care. Anyway, second, as soon as you go over those points, we're going to send them towards the yard. Then we're gonna put the points leading to the goods shed against Diesel 10. Then, obviously, him going at that speed, he's gonna derail. And then we're gonna get it out of him where their main headquarters is. That's a good idea, but I don't want to be in this. Do you think I want to be chased again? No, but it's for Thomas. It's for the railway. It's for the legacy. It's for you, James. Oh, okay, if you put it like that. I'll just go get turned around. James soon arrived at Kildane. There, he saw Diesel 10. Diesel 10 was trying to hide, but James saw Diesel 10's claw. Oh, Diesel 10, come and get me! Oh, you mess with me now. You better go. Diesel 10 roared forward, but James puffed away. Get back here, you red sausage! Help! Don't mess with me, you steam kettle. Luckily, James managed to pull ahead, but Diesel 10 was still following. Get back here! No! Cried James. James was racing down the line with Diesel 10 close behind. Just then, what the? Toby, you're supposed to be at Kelsthorpe. That's what you think, James. What the? It's the old teapot! Whoa! Diesel 10 cried. Ha ha, Diesel 10! Grrr! Diesel 10 cried as he went into the grass. Ha ha, good show, said Toby as he rang his bell. James had gone up the line and turned around so he could see Diesel 10 in his misery. Good show, isn't that right? Indeed! Even though I got chased. Get me back on the rails! Like we're actually gonna do that anytime soon. Do you know what you've done? There's no way we'll get you out anytime soon. But where is Alfred's hideout? You'll never know. Oh, is that so? James? Oh, I know what you're planning. Now! Fine! Just stop whistling. It sounds so annoying. Well, where is it? Fine. The smelter's yard. Thank you, Diesel. See you. We gotta tell the others about this. Toby and James arrived at the sheds where Gordon, Henry, Edward, Donald, and Douglas were. We found out where Alfred and Diesel 10's hideout is. Well, where is it? Asked Henry. Smelter's yard. Diesel 10 just blurted it out because we blew our whistles. I was the one who taught you lot that. Wasn't I the one who did that? We both taught it. Both at different times. Anyway, we should get going to the smelter's yard. If anything, Alfred should be there. Soon, Percy, Toby, Gordon, James, Donald, and Douglas arrived at the smelter's yard. They decided to leave Henry behind because they thought that someone needed to guard the sheds while they were gone. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be, said Percy. Well, let's go inside. Donald and Douglas kept watch of the entrance. Gordon said, "No one comes in. No one goes out. Except us. The 4 engines arrived at the entrance to the main building. I see an engine inside. It's gotta be Alfred. Let's go confront him. No, stop! You gotta be careful. Could be a trap. And indeed, the engine inside the building was Alfred. Looks like you found me. Why did you hurt Thomas in that accident? Asked Percy. It's because Thomas is the guardian of the Magic Railroad and of Sodor. So I knew if he was gone, the railway would fall apart, and that's why there was no tracks when you ran over them, Percy. What? Thomas is the guardian? I thought there was no guardian. Well, we're taking this island back, whether you like it or not, said Gordon. Oh, you're playing tough now. Look, this railway will be mine sooner or later. Tomorrow, today. It will be mine. No, it won't, because it's our railway and you can't take it away from us. I said shut it. James and Gordon pushed against Alfred. What do you think of that? Sniggered James. You think you can defeat me? I'm way stronger than you. How are you even alive? We thought you died in the explosion. I've said too much. I'm not telling you anything. Well, good luck catching us. The engine set backwards for the entrance, leaving Alfred alone. Let's go! The entrance! At least we know his plans and that Thomas is the guardian. Yes, indeed. Now we just have to get out of here. We know all that we need. Soon the chase was on. James and Gordon were running away from the smelter's yard and out onto the main line, but Alfred was following them as fast as he could. Get back here, you puffballs! No! Stay back! Called James. Agreed! Speed up! Speed up! Alfred was almost on Gordon's tender, but James and Gordon combined were faster than Alfred. But Alfred was still going kinda fast. Gordon, I'm almost out of water, called James. Me too. How much do you have? Maybe like, I don't know. I can't look into my tank. But I still have a bit of steam left. Thomas? Hello? Watch out! Diesel 10! I'm out of water, said Jane. Me too! What do we do? We're cornered. Indeed you are. That's what you think, called Thomas. He had a line of flatbeds and was pushing them towards Diesel 10's track. Who said that? I think it was Thomas, but he can't do anything. He's too weak. Nonsense. I'm better than any of you. Thomas pushed his line of flatbeds towards the points. Huh, what do you think that's gonna do to me? Thomas knew this line by the back of his buffers and knew that ahead of Diesel 10 was some bumpy rails. Ah, you don't know this railway at all, do you? He said as he pushed Diesel 10. What are you doing? You can't push me. Whoa! Oh! Now you can't do anything to my friends. Except me, said Alfred. Just then. Ugh! Why now, safety valve? Good show, Thomas. Good show. Glad to see you back in working order, by the way. It's good to be back. So what do we do with Diesel 10 and Alfred? We can leave them there, said Thomas. After all they've done, I don't even think Sir Topham Hatt would even consider letting them work on the railway. Well, let's go back to the sheds. When the other engines heard that Thomas was out the works, any engine that could decided to head to the sheds. But Thomas made his big arrival. Hello, everyone. Hello, Thomas. Yes. Hello, everyone. It does feel good to be back in working steam again. That's good, said Percy, because we've got a big day tomorrow. And Sir Topham Hatt says that you can have the day off, since it's your first day back. Oh, congrats to him. He really is a great controller. Indeed. And again, it's great to see you back. Percy took the words right out of my mouth, Thomas, said Edward. 3 cheers for Thomas. We would do more, but we have jobs to complete, chuckled Edward. Indeed you do. Can't wait to get back on my wheels again. Next day, Thomas went back to work on his branch line, with his 2 coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, keeping him nice company. But especially his friends on his branch line gave him good support. Oh look! Thomas is coming! He is! And there Thomas was, coming round the bend, whistling nicely. Percy and Toby said hello with their whistles. And although the 2 may not have heard it, Thomas whistled very, very loudly. Okay, one sec.